they shut down Privé. Ain't that where they heat play? Niggas hate ballers these days. Ain't that like LeBron James? Ain't that just like D-Wade? Wait, what you need? What you need? I got what you need. What you need? What you need? What you need? I got what you need. What's up, motherfucker? Where my money at? You gon' make me come down to your house where your mommy at?
All right, we actually don't approve of lip syncing on a regular basis here at the hashtag FBJ Studios. Good morning. I am your host, Stan White. This is the Fantasy Basketball Journal here at the University of Hinkey Pavilion. We took a few days off, trying to work on a couple things to get the show better for you, America, the world. I need to be like Jordan, get something to cover up this logo here, just like he did at the '92 Olympics. Anytime game was over, just drape the American flag over that champion, because he wasn't riding champion, repping the Nike swoosh. Just do it. Well, so we're just gonna do it this morning. So we're back, and we're gonna revise the schedule. We're not gonna bang these out every day. Schedule's a little bit tighter than we'd like it to be. So I had to make some adjustments. We're pretty much going to roll with a Sunday, Tuesday, Thursday format. We might mix in a Friday or Saturday show every now and then to get you caught up on things. So maybe sometimes we might do a Thursday, Friday. Sometimes we might do a Saturday, Sunday. That's up in the air. But yeah, at this point, we'll do Sunday, Tuesday, Thursday to just kind of keep you abreast on news and notes and what's going on and what I'm doing every now and then, and just trying to change up the format. Shout out to the following people, all the new Twitter followers. We won't give you the exact number. You can see the number if you follow me or visit my Twitter, Stan White, at StanWhite87, White with a Y, or give it a shout. Email. We love taking questions here at the FBJ Studios. It's at StanWhite87. Sorry, StanWhite87 at gmail.com. Yeah, we'll take questions, fantasy help, news and notes, predictions, playoffs, trade deadline, all-star teams, rookie of the year. There's a lot of votes. Votes are being compiled for a lot of different things right now, so we'll take answers on that. USA basketball this summer. The FIBA World Cup of Basketball, I believe Madrid? Check me on that. I believe it is Madrid. So that's this summer, and that's a big deal because all the big teams in the world, national teams we're talking about here, will be playing for berths for the 2016 Summer Olympic Games in Rio? Check me on that. Wow. Check a lot of things. Yeah, so it's a huge summer for international basketball. Last summer we watched Eurobasket. We weren't doing the show at the time, but we were paying very close attention to that. We talked about the Dragic brothers a few weeks ago, last week probably. Also, even before that, we talked about Mirza Teletovic of the Brooklyn Nets. Brooklyn! Another three-point specialist, stretch four. So there's a lot of good talent. Peril Antich out of Macedonia, FYR Macedonia, who's a bruiser but also can step out and shoot the three. He's got a funky shot. Getting big minutes for the Atlanta Hawks. That's been the replacement for the main replacement. It's between him, Elton Brand, and Mike Scott, filling in on the minutes that Al Horford out for the year with a torn arm muscle. So he's out for the year. So obviously those minutes have to be filled by somebody on the roster. Also, Millsap's there, so he's the starter, and then they fill in the gaps as they go. I believe Antich is the starter at this point. So yeah, there's a lot of movers and shakers out there as far as European basketball goes. So that's all being taken into consideration. Big year of international hoops. So we'll be tracking that for you here at the FBJ Studios. Also, we are. That's one of the reasons why we want to cut back on doing the daily shows, is so that way we can. Oh, this might be one of those glitchy casts. I can see it now. Pardon the audio video for today, guys. If that's the case, I can tell now. Might be a little off today. That's all right. Projects, upcoming things, still in housekeeping. We'll dive into NBA news and notes. We're not going to do a two-parter. We're not going to hold you that long. I got things I got to do today. Two things got to do. Take care of business. We're working on a couple different things right now. A couple of manifestos, if you will. We talked about the Philly Pro Hoops Manifesto, which we covered in the year in review, either the outtakes that I released or during the actual show. It was mentioned. It was covered. Yeah, it was mentioned. So within that, we'll be doing a couple different things. It's a 4-step process. We're working on it. So trying to get that done by March Madness. My early deadline is March Madness. That's obviously when the top prospects in the NCAA this year will be on display in the tournament, the field of 68. So we want to try to have it done and released to you folks by March Madness. If not March Madness, probably the first round of the NBA playoffs. It'd be tough to judge. It's not necessarily based on the prospects, but it is heavily included as such. We're also working on, these are future things, guys. They're not coming up right now. Fantasy Basketball Manifesto based on the effects of analytics on the NBA. We mentioned John Cregan. We mentioned Zach Lowe. Those are guys that will play a major factor into this paper that we do here at the FBJ Studios. It's going to be majorly based on these videos and this black book. So we'll see what kind of ride that takes us on. That we'll get for you probably by the summer. That's neither here nor there. Summer, you're saying when? I'll say post free agency. That sounds about right. Like the first 2 weeks of free agency. Usually after that, things kind of settle down. The biggest moves are usually made at that point, though there's always little things happening here and there. Then we have Summer League, and then, like I said, we have the World Cup. So Summer League's usually sometime. It's usually sometime after the draft, not too late into the summer, but so we'll see. Also, we are working on, in the immediate future, we're going to jump into some Aussie hoops. Yeah, that's right, Australian hoops. I really feel like it's up and coming, and we want to take a look at that. That will lead our international series, where we'll take a look at different regions of the world, different countries, and where their international programs are going. We'll start out with Australia because it's really intriguing. There's Patty Mills. The Spurs have like a cool Aaron Baines and Patty Mills. And there's Andrew Bogut out there for the Dubs. The list goes on and on and on. Brett Brown, our new head coach, Tankadelphia, I don't know if he still coaches them, but he coached them in 2012 and has been their head coach for several seasons prior. And they're booming. They're booming. The Aussies are booming, baby. So we're gonna do that. We don't know when. We gotta do some work on that. Like that's gonna be, I say, immediate future. I say within the next month we're gonna release that to you. Probably be a 4-part series. So enough with the future. I don't know if we went over this before. We got lost up amongst the shit happens. Dwayne Casey, Eastern Conference head coach of the month. You know, we're a big supporter of the Raptors here at the hashtag FBJ Studios. Shout out to the hashtag starters. Salute you guys. Win the Atlantic. Beat Miami. Whoever you got to beat. Like, come on, let's do something. Jonas! So, Dwayne Casey, head coach of the Raps, head coach of the month of Eastern Conference for the month of December. That's huge. Big game tonight, by the way. Big game. Big NBA game. We've got Jonas and the Raps at El Heat at the American Airlines Center. At 6 p.m. tonight. So we will be watching that game here at the FBJ Studios. Who knows? Maybe you'll get a little live cast, maybe a little halftime report. We'll see. I'm just throwing that out there. But 6 p.m. Eastern, Raps at Heat. It's huge. The Raps are balling. The Raps just beat Miami up there not too long ago, so we'll see if LeBron and Team Kaboom. Wade for the corner, Kaboom. Chalmers for 3, Kaboom. Betty from the corner, Kaboom. Bosch from the wing, Kaboom. Okay, Kaboom. Team Kaboom, as I like to call them. That's the Miami. No, let's not shake the camera. That's the Miami telecast. Hat tip to those guys. So yeah, that's gonna be a big game tonight. We'll be watching that here at FBJ Studios. Stay tuned. We might get you some live action, maybe. We'll see. Shout out to Tankadelphia beating Portland last night, 101-99. I know we're supposed to be tanking and all of that fun stuff, and rigging for Wiggins, and scandal for Randall, and plus a cap in somebody's ass for Bari. Like, there's all these themes or whatever. Go for Gordon, like whatever, man. I don't know, but I thoroughly enjoyed watching last night's game as a fan of the Philadelphia 76ers. It was great, you know. Everybody knows how well Portland's done this year. One of the best teams in the NBA. Great coaching staff. I mean, it's two teams trying to go in that direction of analytics. And we saw a heavyweight in Portland, and we saw a lightweight in Philadelphia. I mean, they're noobs in the analytic game, and they came out on top. I actually had a 15-point lead when I turned the game on. That was in the second quarter. So wow, yeah. 4-game win streak, 3-game road win streak. You know, hey, whatever, man. I mean, I pretty much am a firm proponent of getting the most out of what you have. And this is huge for MCW, Thaddeus, Evan, everybody, Spencer. This is their team, so, you know, make do with it as you will. I have a theory about the Sixers right now. Well, we can get into that at some other point. MCW stat real quick, folks, and then we're going to wrap it up. MCW for the year, 17 points per game, 7 assists per game, 5 boards per game, 2.86 steals per game. The last rookie to finish with 17, 7, 5, and 2, Magic, 1980. He won a ring. He beat the Sixers in the clinching game of the NBA Finals that spring, playing center, dropped a triple dub. Hat tip to the Blazers broadcast team via Comcast Sportsnet for producing that set. That was, and I saw that, I immediately had to write that down. He was already on par with LeBron's numbers with the 17, 7, and 5, maintaining that LeBron rookie pace. Now he's coming after Magic. So, whoa. Also, we talk about Portland, Philly, at Portland. I'm holding here. We took down the Legend. I'm sorry, Legend. We got to change it up all the time. I'm not a Celtics fan, per se. Bird fan, definitely. Breaks of the Game, David Halberstam's 1981 book, Breaks of the Game. And it's about what could be considered the greatest team of all time, the 1977-78 Portland Trailblazers. Bill Walton, Lucas, the list goes on and on and on and on and on. Head coach Dr. Jack Ramsey, rest in peace, Dr. Jack. Philly guy. Hell of a book detailing after the championship season what happened, and all revolving around Bill Walton breaking his foot, having the foot problems that he had, and just the whole thing in the aftermath of it. I'm telling you, if you're a Hoops fan, grab it. I read Bill Simmons, the book of basketball, and he preaches breaks of the game. And I then picked it up, and it's awesome. So check it out. Who to pick up for tonight? Oh, right. Just a tie-in. 77-78 NBA Finals. They beat the Sixers. Sixers won the first 2 games and then promptly lost in 6. Tough. And I'm a Rip City fan like a mug. Shout out to Brandon Roy. Man, wish your knees were better, buddy. And Greg Oden, too. Like, if you get the little core around Roy and Oden, get yourself a point guard. Beast! And they had LaMarcus. Who to get tonight? A couple guys. You can't see the board down there. Nate Robb, Ray, Nate Robinson of the Denver Nuggets. Also, Randy Foye as well. They're not owned by many ESPN fantasy basketball owners. So go get those guys. Patrick Patterson, who's 2022. Whoa. Way to hold that. 21 fantasy points in the last game, 22.9 minutes per game this year. He's a big part of the Raptors' second unit. Ray Allen only played 18 minutes and accumulated 1 fantasy point in their last game, which was last night against Orlando. Randy Foye, both Randy Foye and Nate Robb should benefit from the ongoing Andre Miller personal leave, which was first a suspension. So he's on vacay, and I'm jealous, man, because I just got off vacay myself, and I don't know. I like being on vacay. I don't ever want to work. I hate work. Work sucks. I hate my job. I hate my cubicle. I hate my boss. Yo, check this out. This is Mike Check. Me, Trump. We out.
I'm business minded. Told to be a man and do business honest. If I buck out there, there's a find it, then sit upon it. I live and rhyme it. Walk and talk it. Top flow. Boss's office. Listen, homie, if it ain't about a buck, you can talk from the door, then beat your feet. Don't even walk on my carpet. We corporate, heavy grind. All the time. Every time. Yo, small time. Petty crime. You ain't heard Miss Deli with the rhyme? Got cash. Nigga always pull bank. Got gas. Nigga keep a full tank. Top brass. Don't hand me pull a ring. Pull guns, nigga, we don't pull pranks. Got got on, so I had to pull Frank. That's my motherfucking man. What the fuck you fools think? Me and F like Ghost and Chef, yeah, we built for that like Cuban links. Shout out to the pull-up squad. My nigga Sly stay pulling up high. And if you sit in my pants on your side, then I'm twice as high. Pulling up in a ride when I. When I'm on my dumb Trump shit, get out his money. Ain't that some true? The world when I'm on my dumb Trump shit, get out his money. Ain't that some true? The world when I'm on my dumb Trump shit, get out his money. Ain't that some true? The world when I'm on my dumb Trump shit, get out his money. Ain't that some true? Hustle all day like I'm on the block. Mic check, boss, always on the clock. Climb my way up, been here so long that niggas think that I was born on top. No sir, no silver spoons, just me and my gorilla goons. I was just trying to get a deal with Boom. Now I got enough bread, I can fill the room. Got me feeling like Trump in this bitch. Told niggas I'm a pump till I'm rich. No playtime, stay on my grind. Nigga play with mine, get dumped in the ditch. Bitch, got hired guns, that fire guns. I supply the arms, cause Puma told me that. Streets where niggas get fired, they get fired. Peak my office hours, 24/7, no off hours. Sleep can lead to a loss of dollars or a loss of power. You come through what the law allow you. Bosses do what the fuck we want. MOB, nigga, fuck these guys. Fuck these niggas that be trying to stop MIC from getting what the fuck he wants. I'm about my biz. Shout out to Gliss. Had a nigga back when they doubted Miz. Now they all on the sack, you know how it is. Yes, sir. Mic check, bitch, good money on the song, and I'm comfy on the throne. And my money so long that I never asked for a fucking price check, bitch. When I'm on my dumb Trump shit, get out his money. Ain't that some true? The world when I'm on my dumb Trump shit, get out his money. Ain't that some true? The world when I'm on my dumb Trump shit, get out his money. Ain't that some true? The world when I'm on my dumb Trump shit, get out his money. Ain't that some true? Big business, blood, I hire niggas, but I be on my